Good morning. Welcome to Live at 7:55 for this Tuesday, February 6th. Thanks so much for joining us here. It's hashtag DJ Industry Secret Day today on Tuesdays with Chris Romero. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Mitch. Morning, everyone.
Thank you for your dedication to this, Chris. I greatly appreciate it. I see you and NEPA got your own thing going. That's awesome.
Yeah, we started just taking our daily conversations and just putting a camera in front of us.
Nice. That's important. That's what it is, just be real. And I think that's part of what, your topic today is for DJ Industry Secrets, no?
Yeah, today we're going to touch on focusing. The secret that we're going to touch on was back in April, and the exact line that I put was focus. Today is this couple's greatest day of their life. And basically, I was sitting on my stationary bike at the gym on a Saturday morning. And, I think sometimes all of us, we get caught up in the traffic jam of life, right? We've got a lot of things going on. I've got that morning, I remember I was like, man, I've got my kids' basketball games. I had probably like a birthday party to go to, a bunch of stuff. And then I've got this event that evening, right? And whatever it was I was doing at that time, I was like, hold on, like you need to focus here and realize what it is you are doing today, that you are a part of some couple's this is the greatest day in their life up to this point, and I think it's something that I constantly remind my team of, because I think a lot of times we get caught up in all the things that are encompassing going on, and we lose track, we lose focus of that, how big that moment is that we are going to be a part of that day.
I think that's so important. We have on our office, if I flip the camera around, you can go past the curtain I'm in behind here right now in the studio. You'd see above the barn doors leading out of the office, and those have been to my office, they know this. It says, all because two people fell in love. That's why.
The why.
That's your why when you walk out that door, is to serve the people that came. And oftentimes we even will go there for a first dance introduction. Everyone here is gathered tonight to support, these two beautiful people, Monica and Chris. But tonight is, you think about it, every single one of you are here tonight, all because two people fell in love.
Absolutely.
And bring them back to moments of being in love, and then transition to first dance. I don't want to give you the whole thing, if you will, but
right.
Be in the moment is key. And it shouldn't sound like a whole thing or spiel, but be in the moment with them. Draw upon what's being given to you for content that you can play off of, and just be there with them and guide them through the day. The focus part, I think, to me is key as well, because we try to eliminate all distractions. I tell my wife, no arguments on game day.
Right.
We'll set it aside. We'll talk about it tomorrow, whatever the case may be. But I have to focus all my energy and efforts on them.
Right. I think I tell our guys all the time. I mean, we do this week in, week out, and it's very easy for us to get caught up in just constantly doing wedding. And then, I think it's also very easy for us to say, man, like if you're at an event, man, this wedding stinks or whatever. And you start just subconsciously comparing an event to another event and lose track of, wait a minute, you know what? Just because this particular event isn't as high energy as the one we had last night, this couple, how many times does that happen where we felt like, this wasn't as good as last night's, but then that couple comes up to you at the end of the night and is so thankful that you were a part of the best day of their life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's at those moments that you have to remember what it is you are doing, what you just took part of. And I think that is so important. And it's super easy for us that do this week in, week out to really lose track of, you know, the importance of that event. You know, for that couple, you can't compare each one to each other.
Right. Your scale is way different than their scale. And that's something that's not talked about a lot in the industry also, is that our scale that we, you know, evaluate on, if we will. I had one of my top 3 weddings of all time this past year. It was amazing, but I can't sit there and say, oh, well, the other one I did, that wasn't so good. You know what I mean? Because for them, great. They had a completely different scale for it.
And expectations, you know, are just a lot. I don't think are necessarily always the same. You know, I mean, there's just sometimes you get events where families aren't as interactive or they're not as energetic, you know, but they're still having a great time. You know, it's just they're not dancers. They're not, you know, maybe the night before you're playing mostly top 40 and EDM or whatever, dance music. And this one, they're into mostly country, right?
Right.
I mean, that's Mike Walter, his favorite genre is country, I believe. And
I think mine is. Tom Heath is going to be.
And I'm the same way. Like, you know, of course I'm teasing there because I think he feels the same way I do. Like, you won't find any country on my iPod, but we've got to know that stuff, right? I mean, and you've got to know inside and out and be able to rock that event. So,
and I love country and I hate dubstep. Now we're getting to talk on dubstep.
I know. So see, we've got to take and be part of events that we still have to find a way to make that the greatest day of that couple's life, no matter what. Yeah.
And that's the key. The focus has to be on them. And the whole night, I mean, I'm pretty sure as I'm standing here that at some point, our minds at some event, I don't think anyone is above this, has wandered to what we're doing the next day or what we're doing the following week or the next event. But you can't stay there. You have to go back, even if it's the worst event you've ever done. You have to go back and still focus on them for that time and go through every possible tool in your toolbox to help make it a better event for them at the time you have remaining.
Exactly.
So, good morning. My mom joined us.
Hey, all right.
Good morning, Mom. Tom has joined us. Chris McMahon, Chris Johnson, thanks for being here. Mike Mozina, Jim Collins has also joined us. Jonathan Paduano, Chris Farida, Wes, thank you so much for being here. Chris Hintz, good morning, Hintz. Prayers for your mom, Chris.
Yeah, hope all goes well this morning, Chris.
Casey, Carlos, Serge, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching live at 75 for this Tuesday DJ Industry Secret with our friend Chris Romero. Make sure you catch Chris and Alex. Sounds like they're doing this on the daily as well. Doing a little live segment at some point, so catch their sesh at some point here coming up. I'm not sure what you guys have a set time you're doing it at, or
you know what, we haven't, like, it's been so just off the cuff, but we're actually going to go live today at 1:00 Eastern time. So be on the lookout for that.
1:00 Eastern. I'll be doing some lighting programming and getting ready for my event this weekend, this Friday actually. So I'll be doing some lighting program. I'll pop you up live as we go on Facebook here. And you guys go on later, I'll get the notification and catch you live hopefully too. So thanks so much for watching live at 75 this morning. Thanks, Chris, for being here. Greatly appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, as always, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you having me on.
Awesome. We'll see you guys tomorrow for live at 7:55, your daily motivational kickstart. See you mañana. Bye.
See ya.